Hi, my name is Ryan Formsma with Erhardt Construction. I'm the Vice President of Business Development, and so what that means is I talk to new clients about different project opportunities. I'm working with clients on a regular basis through kind of pre-construction to develop a plan so that we can make some changes in their building to create the products and services that they're looking for. I've been with the company now for just over 6 years and have a previous background in residential construction. Part of the reason I made the change to Erhardt is I was looking for a larger variety of projects to work on. Now we have the opportunity to do some industrial type projects, some healthcare projects, libraries, different community centers, things like that. So especially projects for nonprofits, which are always fun for us to do. How I got into this career and why I feel like this career is good for me. I'm the type of guy that doesn't like to sit still, like to move around quite a bit. I like change and I like new ideas and I like constantly learning. That happens all the time in this industry, and I love to just build things. I've always loved to put stuff together, and there is a feeling of satisfaction to be driving down the road or to be walking into a building after you've completed a project with the client and they're happy and you can see it. There's a joy that comes out of that that's very hard to explain, but it's very unique. It's very rewarding. Even more rewarding to come back in and you had built a project and to come back in to rework that project to make it set up for the second phase, meaning you've built a building and now all of a sudden the use group has changed. Maybe a different client's in there, maybe they're just trying to produce a different type of material. And so you're going back in and seeing something that you created and you're repurposing it, coming up with a new way to make it work in a different light. Just different ways to create ideas and work with people to problem solve and then have the reward that's a tangible thing at the end. A lot of people don't get to experience that. And so that's why I'm in the business and why I love to do what I do. Different tools that we use. In the construction industry, you get to use a lot of different types of tools. Anywhere from just a hammer and nails to a backhoe, a skid steer, oftentimes a floor scrubber, many types of different tools that get to get used on the job site. Probably the most unique one that we have is we do a lot of install with insulated metal panels, and it's this giant device that's about 4 feet wide, and it grabs panels that are up to 30 feet long, and it literally has suction cups on there. And so you can grab a panel like this and rotate it and move it in different directions and install it in place. And we purchased these probably 4 years ago, and it increased our installation rate on projects by almost 50%. And so in a normal day where we were putting up 5 to 7 panels, we were putting up at least 14 to 16 panels a day. And so that was super helpful and also a lot easier on our guys, a lot less work on their joints and things like that. Something that I would look for in someone that I would hire is someone that has drive and someone that constantly wants to learn. I think in this industry there's a lot of change, as I mentioned before, with just different things that happen on a daily basis. Things can happen on a job site, weather, materials don't show up, just an accident that may occur unfortunately on a site, and so you're constantly coming up with new ways to solve problems, new ways to do things faster and better and smarter, ways to work around a client. I didn't mention that earlier, but it's probably one of the biggest things that is a deterrent in a project. Is you'll have a client that you think everything's fine, and you come in and all of a sudden it's we have to run production this much longer, and we need you guys to come in at night and do this work, or in an afternoon and finish this task so that we can be back up for production that afternoon. So it's working through the logistics and who's going to be there, how they're going to complete their task, and all of these different key players sitting at the table. What's really neat is to see people in their area of specialty and just they bring their experience, and then they come and share their ideas. And so now all of a sudden you have all of these different ideas that are coming with, the neat part is we get to work with a lot of very brilliant people, and just seeing how they process and understand things and how they're all looking at it the same way, and we all have one common goal, and that's to finish a project on time and give the client what they're looking for.